What's been incredible on Interflex is seeing a range of people who only a few days before they arrive with us are civilians. In the short space of 5 weeks, we do our very best to turn them into soldiers. It's really sobering to see someone going on that journey. The international contribution has been really important to my mind. One is this is a mission about delivering scale and delivering it at pace. We've got now 11 nations on the team sheet for Interflex. It gives us volume, it gives us perspective. We look at the subtly different ways that each of our nations teaches things. We've adapted some of the training we do. The Canadian model for medical training we found has been a really good model. So we've adapted across the force to use that model because that's what the Ukrainians have found best suits their purposes. I've been really struck by some of the combat marksmanship training approaches the Australians, for example, take. Similar, but in some ways different and some subtle differences. When it comes down to saving lives in a close combat fight, those tactical details are really important because ultimately it's how you get that tactical edge and how you win. And in this case, how we best help Ukraine to win. It's really humbling to be part of such a great team response and ultimately to work with the Ukrainians, demonstrating their true strength, and it's just an honor to work with them.
It's very important for us to be a part of Interflex as a small country, which have also borders towards the east. International support is very important. We also need to do it by training them. And that is why we're here. Personally, it has been the most rewarding thing I've done, maybe ever, because since the Second World War, we haven't seen a war on this scale in Europe. I don't think I've ever contributed to anything that meant more for Europe's safety.
This conflict, it affects everyone, including New Zealand, and it's very humbling and a very rewarding experience for us to be here, training the Ukrainians in basic soldier skills to take back and fight. When we first turned up and the goal was to train 10,000, to see that grow to 30,000 and to see that eventuate, it's testament to every nation and every trainer that has deployed on Interflex to give their time, energy, effort, blood, sweat and tears to train these guys, so it's fantastic.
We've got 33 nations that are involved in training Ukrainian soldiers outside of Ukraine. Right now, today, there are 9,000 Ukrainians that are currently being trained by our coalition. The coalition is powerful, it's united, it's focused. There are many hands in the coalition, but there certainly is one mission. We've depended upon UK contribution and indeed the UK's leadership in the training space quite heavily. And I'm very grateful for Op Interflex, the commander of Op Orbital, and all the other operations that the UK is conducting to support our Ukrainian partner. I understand right now you've hit 30,000. That's almost 29% of what the coalition has done to date since this last stage of the Ukrainian conflict.
So I'm with Interflex from the very beginning, from the very first day. So I see this program evolving from the very first day to the moment where we're right now. And I know those 30,000 people that were trained on the high quality of training by various nations. They are making difference back in the front line. It is something that reinforces our will to fight, our offensive spirit, facing such a big scale of adversary who invaded our sovereign territory. Having and feeling this many nations supporting or covering our backs, supporting us in our fight, it means a lot for us.